episode 7. We're back. We missed you guys. Been chatting with a few of you down in the comments. It's been absolutely epic. This is Carlo Card High with me, Jordan, and Noah. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. We got a good episode today for everybody. This one's gonna be a lot more lighthearted, just having fun.
Oh,
And what we're
okay.
looking at
What are you
is the
What are you
all-time.
conjuring up
This
here?
isn't every driver.
It's not every
Yeah.
driver.
So what we
Okay.
have, it's a spreadsheet. We got a spreadsheet of certain drivers and their all-time sales in the hobby.
All right.
I want to clarify, it doesn't include private sales because obviously I'm not a wizard. I can't see the private sales. So I'm sure
Okay.
some of these drivers have had higher sales privately, but these are all the sales that have been public on eBay, Golden, PWCC for a bunch of different drivers. Most of the drivers on this list are going to be kind of the current drivers of today. I threw a few legends on. I didn't want to dive into too many legends because it gets tricky with some of the eBay sales pulling up like 2007 sales for drivers. Like Kurt Busch is December 2006 sales is all time high, and I didn't want to kind of go back for like Labonte and Newman per se. So mostly
Cool.
current guys. I thought we could just kind of go over each driver, see the sold price, describe the card, when it was purchased, say if you think it's high, low, or just right for that driver. Some of these are unbelievably high. Some of them I think are a bit low. It'll be fun to talk about them all.
I'm in. What do you got first for us here?
All right, so first driver up, we got AJ Allmendinger.
Ugh.
His highest sold price of a card is $202.49. And it was a
Boo.
2017 National Treasures one of one booklet in May 2021. What are your thoughts?
The decimal should be like one place to the left, but fine. I respect it.
I think what you're gonna realize is this is one of like the lower sales
I
according to some of the
mean,
other guys, and because of that, I think it's fine.
2017 NT, right? So that's your horizontal booklet. Okay, so that's the one that opens
Yeah.
up not top to bottom, but left to right for those of you that weren't sure what that meant. Um, I personally love horizontal booklets. I've got a few Menards, some Danicas from 16 and 17 that I absolutely adore. So, a 2017 one of one patch booklet selling in 2021 for 200, regardless of the driver, does seem a little low to me. Uh, but for the driver, Allmendinger, that's probably pretty spot on for his market at that time, because obviously he's full time now in Cup. So
Yeah.
his stock will probably continue to rise, but without him being in current product, who knows? It could be the same, could be less. I don't pay attention to the Almendinger market. I have no desire to purchase those cards. So for those of you that PC them, they're all yours. You don't have to worry about me bidding on them against you. So that's probably, I'd say that's pretty good. That's probably a real good sale on that for sure.
Yeah, I'm the same way. But like I said, I'm if I agree with you, I'm not going to spend too much time with it. If I disagree, I'll
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, I'm
go
in.
over it. We'll go kind of that way. So
Sweet.
I also want to clarify that these cards are all solo cards. There were some drivers that were part of booklets that went for more, like kind of dual autos, and I didn't really know how to attribute kind of a dual auto per se, so I kind of just stuck strictly to like solo cards of them.
Okay.
So yeah, just going straight into it, we got Eric Almirola with a $305 sale, and
Okay.
that was in March 2023, and that was his 2022 Chronicles NASCAR Prime Jumbo Patch 101.
Awesome sale. That's a great sale for AA10. Obviously, he's retiring now, officially as of this week. He is no longer going to be the number 10 Smithfield driver. That seat is going to be open. Could be Noah's. That's what the
It's
rumor mill.
Braxton. It's gonna be
It
Braxton.
probably they'll
It's gonna
probably
be
announce it this
Braxton.
weekend, which would be awesome. Um, love Noah. Been following him for a few years. He was kind enough to take a good about 15 minutes with us last year at the champ weekend as he was fighting for the championship against old Gibbs, to just sit and talk and just be a cool dude. So if he takes over that 10, I'll be stoked. Love to see him back behind the wheel. But I'm getting off track. But yeah, 22 Chronicles Prime Jumbo, the NASCAR logo. Those obviously always tend to bring a little bit more cheddar, the NASCAR.
Yeah.
Regardless if it's a stamped logo or embroidered, either way, they always do well. Kind of like with the Sunoco's, those are kind of like the top two, I would guess. Other than like the team patch. So cool, yeah, 305,
Mhm.
a sale this March. That's pretty good. That's probably right around. Is that right around? No, that was way after release. So that would be. That's a good chunk after. That's like
Yeah, this
eight
is
months
way
after
after
release. So
release.
that's a good sale. I like that.
Yeah.
Solid, respectable indeed.
Yeah.
That's realistically where it should be. I mean, a jumbo patch should be $300
Yeah, 100%.
all day long. All right,
Um,
who's next?
Next we got Christopher Bell, who
Seabell in the
had
final
his
four.
highest, yeah, his highest all-time sale was $475 for a 2019 Prime Sunoco patch 101 jumbo, and
Okay,
that was in 20, and that was in December 2019. So I'm guessing that's
release.
pretty soon after Panini Prime released. Yeah,
Yep.
and he hasn't had a card sell that high since.
No bells. Wow, that's.
And I think this price is low. I think this price is pretty low considering he's made the championship for this year and he's at Gibbs. I think this is.
Yeah.
I would have imagined it being somewhere in the kind of the sixes to sevens.
Today it'd probably go for 550 plus today. Granted the sale was 4 years ago. So for Bell 4 years ago, that's super respectable. I mean, that's 2018 he had his rookie year, right? So
Yeah,
that's a pretty solid. And it's a Sunoco, so you're gonna get that little boost then as well. But that's solid. And but the thing is, Seabell doesn't sell for a lot regardless. I've sold a bunch of his stuff. I couldn't get more than 10, $15 for low numbered autos. It's just not a popular seller. I don't think. But usually when he's in a product, he signs a good chunk, so he's readily available. So that's a great sale though, especially back in 19. I think that's pretty damn good.
yeah,
Pre-COVID too. I mean, that's a pre-COVID sale, so
yeah,
solid, super solid.
yeah. And I think that's low considering the next one was we got Ryan Blaney, the winner from today. So we're recording this on the 29th when he won at Martinsville,
Yes.
and his all-time sale is $800 for his 2021 National Treasures NASCAR Patch 101 booklet. That sold
Oh,
February 2022 for $800.
okay. So that's release month after release,
Yes.
give or take, if I remember correctly. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a high sale, which, and realistically, you know how I feel about one of ones and booklets and cup drivers that perform. No reason it shouldn't be there. I mean, that's a great buy. There's probably a bunch of bids on that too. If that was an auction, I bet it had 30, 40 plus bids. Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised because I know some of
I
his
mean,
rookie
$800
autos.
$800 feels.
What's that? Sorry, I cut you off.
I was gonna say I was gonna say this feels about right because well, I was gonna actually jump to what you were saying. Like his 16 Prism autos, like they sell well, but they aren't getting close to 800. So
No,
like, it's a pretty strong, especially 2021 NT, very strong.
yeah, great sale there. I'm pleased to see that. Um, so it looks like Bowman's next. Is that right, Alex Bowman?
Yeah, we got Alex Bowman for $430, which the exact same card, the 2021 NT NASCAR patch,
Okay.
sold in June of this year for $430. I think that's a very odd. Like I'm surprised he doesn't have a sale like for like in the sixes, sevens from like a year or two ago when he was like winning multiple races a year.
Right.
So it's odd timing for his all-time sale, I think.
Yeah, I mean, because he had that injury, right?
Yeah.
Where he came back. I think wasn't it Martinsville? He came back to drive last year, and then he drove Martinsville and Phoenix
Uh,
to finish the year, wasn't it?
yeah, that's right. That's right.
So
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, because he got hurt at Texas. Yeah, that's right.
yes, yep, yeah. So yeah, I don't think Bowman gets a ton of love as far as prices go. I do know, obviously I've talked about Mr. Steiner a lot, the resident Bowman collector in our group, and he's been getting some great deals. He's picked up gold vinyls, white sparkle autos, white whales, golds for just, I mean, pesos and rupees on the dollar. I mean, just cheap. So yeah, Bowman typically is on the lower end, so I'd say that's for Bowman. That's a pretty good sale. Granted, it's a NASCAR
Yeah.
patch, so it probably got a little bump just for that. But um, I think it's probably a little high for his market, but that's a good sale for him. That's a nice high sale.
Yeah. Following that, we got next up Clint Boyer
Clint
with
Boyer.
yeah, we got a $290 sale of his
That's
of a
it.
2017 National Treasures 101 booklet. Yeah, $290 in May
Two
2019.
ninety.
He has been racing for a few years, but 290 seems a bit low for how many. What he's probably won like 12 to 15 races.
Yeah, I mean,
Seems a little low.
I mean, Clint's one. I mean, he's in the booth. He's still
Yeah.
active in the sport. He's still in product to this day. I think he's kind of in that old. I don't want to say older because he was, his rookie year was what, 07, I think. So it's
He's in
not.
that weird like area of like he's not really an old he's not really in the prime of the 03, but he's like also not part of the current. He just is in a weird kind of that time span that like
He kind of
NASCAR wasn't really selling for anything.
and he kind of stopped driving in that press pass to Panini transition too. So that may
Yeah.
be because it's not a current grid. He's not on the grid right now. So I respect it. I respect it. We got an
Yeah, I mean, I
interesting
think
one
it's
next. What do you got here?
yeah. So we got a Tony Brightinger. I always mess up her last name. I'm pretty
Tony
sure I
B.
got it
You
right.
also spelled Tony with a Y.
Yeah,
She's
I
gonna
just,
sue us.
yeah, I just say Tony B. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that. That was just me flying through it.
Unbelievable, Tony. If when you watch this, I'm
But look,
sorry. I apologize
with the
profusely. The Midas
magic,
touch.
I can fix it like
Oh, there
that. I
we
don't know if it
go.
showed up
Oh, there
on
it
your
is. Yeah, I
screen,
watched you.
but I can
Watched you
fix it.
happen. That's fantastic.
Yeah. So
So Tony
we got
B.
a 2022 Prism Gold Auto that sold in a PSA 10. I should clarify
Oh wow.
for
Okay.
$650 in April
Ooh,
2023.
okay.
I'm not. I'm not surprised that this all-time high sold. I'm surprised that the card it is though. If that makes sense. Like this price seems
Yeah.
okay or high, but this card seems like a very odd choice to pay that much money for.
So I know that her Black Finite rookie 2022 Prism
Yeah.
came out of a blaster.
Mm-hmm.
That sold raw for 375. I know who pulled it. I know who bought it.
Yeah.
Seen the messages, so I can confirm that. So to see a gold now, I will say this: I think Tony B's auto market is considerably better than her non-auto stuff, which doesn't make any sense. I think it should all kind of be in the same pot. Like with her
Yeah.
downtown, the watercolor, her short prints, etc., checkered flags, you name it. Um, very popular, very popular driver. She's done a lot of cool stuff this year. So that's a great sale. That's probably where it should be. Around 600 plus all day long. She's going to go far in the series. That I have no doubt about at all. Zero doubts. Zero doubt. Mark my words. Clip this. Whatever you want to do. She will move her way up through the ranks. No problem. Especially with the backing with Toyota and everything she's got cooking. It's going to be good. But that is a surprisingly good sale, especially for this year in April. So PSA 10,
Yeah.
solid. Love me a gold Prism rookie auto all day long.
Yeah. Next up, we got good old Chase Briscoe.
Okay.
His all-time highest sold is $310.89, and that would be a 2018 Panini Prime, the SFI patch,
Okay.
one of one, and that sold for this year in June 2023 for $310.
Excellent. That's an incredible sale for Briscoe. His stuff does not usually do very well. Um, yeah.
Briscoe's he's interesting because like I think like he has potential. Like granted, SHR has been awful the last like year or two, but if
Terrible.
SHR like actually like finds something and does well, like I wouldn't be surprised with Briscoe to snag quite a few wins and be like fighting up there. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't be
They've got.
surprised in a year or two if SHR figures it out. We get a better, bigger sale.
Well, obviously big changes for 2024. Josh Berry coming into the 4. Noah potentially in the 40,
Yeah.
or not the 40,
The
the
10.
10. Sorry, God, in the 10. So you got Priest, Briscoe, Barry, and Gregson. I mean, that's like the four horsemen of SHR right there. That could be a great group of dudes on the oval. So I like that. But yeah, Briscoe typically doesn't sell super well. I don't think there's a ton of actual Briscoe collectors per se. Uh, but at the end of the day, he does get claimed in breaks. I will say that when he's available in a PYD, he does go. Typically because it's pretty cheap, like $2 or $3. So that's an outstanding sale. That is very good. And I like SFI patches. Some people don't like them. I think they're kind of cool. You know, it's about as race used as it really gets. You know, it's like a laundry tag for racing. So I like that. I like this next one too.
Yeah, yeah, we got a Chris Buescher. His all-time sales $355 for a 2018 Victory Lane JTG Doherty patch from May of this year.
Yep, and I know who bought that. I know who he was bidding against, and I know the whole story on that. So that is that was a patch the buyer really really wanted. They had I believe the story I was told is there was a credit on the account from eBay, so they just went nuts on it because the person that I know that was bidding against the person who bought it kept me in the loop. He's like, dude, it's insane. Like, look at these. I'm like, holy crap. And Jim's got. I think Jim has close to 30 one-of-ones of Buescher between jumbos and NT booklets and everything in between.
Oh, I'm close to him with my Bubba.
Yeah, I mean he's
Close to
got a
him.
ton. I mean Jim honestly might have more. He probably has 40 to be. I don't know. He has a ton. He brought a whole box with him when he came to visit. But I remember this sale, and he was furious because he really wanted that patch. But he's like, I cannot justify paying 4 times what I pay for all my other
All
classes.
time.
Yeah, I mean, I said you
Yeah.
become the comp at that point. So I said the good news is now you got a comp, right? You got a 101 jumbo for 355. Your stock just went up, And, we had a
Yeah.
good little laugh about that. But yeah, interesting. I can confirm that patch was sick. It was an absolutely super cool card.
Yeah.
And Victory Lanes typically don't get the love they should. It's still a 101 jumbo, and most of them are embroidered. So don't get
Yeah, I
that.
don't really care what the brand is. Really only care about the patch.
Yeah, they're all still awesome. So yeah, interesting sale though. Good find. Good find. It looks like you have another recent one here next.
Yeah, we have a recent one. My name is throwing me off because like what have the card listed as because I think it was a booklet and I think I just didn't write booklet on there, but I could check. It's Harrison Burton. His all-time sale is $145, and it's from 2022 National Treasures, and it's like a dual Facebook Instagram patch. I don't know why it doesn't say booklet, or maybe I can check, but
It's
in
probably
June of
yeah, it's
2023 for
probably a booklet.
$145.
That's probably a
So I
booklet.
think it's the booklet. I'm gonna check. You can talk real quick, and I'll check to confirm.
Yeah, that's probably spot on.
I think it's a little. I think it's a little low, but not by a lot.
I mean, for a social media patch, yeah. The thing is with Harrison, he has not done much in Cup. He's got the
No.
last name. He's a cool guy. Younger dude. But I've got a whole half of a shoebox full of Harrison Burton autos and short prints that I can't give
Okay,
away.
I can confirm it was the booklet.
Okay, yeah, I figured it was. But I like the social media patches are cool. I like those. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I do too.
We're getting some big boys now.
I don't got much. Yeah, we're getting to some of the four-figure cards.
Let's go.
This one is just gotta love this one. We got Kurt Busch with $1,009 sale of 2007 Burning Rubber signature number 2 out of 2, so the door number, sold in December of 06 for $1,009. $1,009, what I think at that time is just holy shit, what a sale.
That's incredible. Way to go, Kurt.
Yeah.
That's outstanding. Love to see that. Wow, 2006.
Especially with the press pass.
2006. That is outstanding.
I just realized it says 2007 Burning Rubber, but I'm pretty sure Press Pass did the thing where they released the next year's cards in the fall.
Correct.
So
Yep, you're right. Yeah, it's like
I got
on-time releases.
nothing to
What are
add for Kurt.
those?
Yeah. I don't have
Um,
anything to add for Kerr. I think
no,
it's
that's a
I think
cool
it's on the
sale.
money.
That's a great. I'm glad you found that. That's dope. We're staying in the Bush
Next one
family.
is surprising. They were saying to the Bush family, we got Kyle Bush, $1,525.
Hmm.
The price makes sense. The card of 2022 Chronicles, the Mac Tools patch, seems unbelievable. I don't know why you'd pay 1,500 for that Kyle Bush card when there's so many better options. That was in January of this year, 2023.
That's sus. I mean, it's 100% sus. But here's the thing: I do know of a good handful of guys that collect the Mac tools specifically, no matter who the driver is. So that could have been a face-off between a KFB collector and a Mac tools collector. Kind of like people that just collect Coke
So,
patches or whatever. So
yeah,
still seems high for a Chronicles patch, but
I will I will say I will tell you the next sale because I can pull that up too. The next sale for Kyle Busch is a 2019 Panini Prime Monster Energy, like the champion patch,
yeah, what'd that go
and
for?
that was $1,425 in July of 2020. So like it's not, if
Okay.
the first one is not right, that's the next one.
That one I believe more
So
than this, but
1,400.
this, I mean, again, it's a Mac Tools and it's KFB, so I mean, it is what it is. You
Yeah,
got a couple guys going after it. I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked.
yeah. Uh,
Um,
Kind of same story with the next one. Same story with the next one. William Byron has $1,000 sale, but it's
okay.
the 2020 Panini Chronicles Crusade Gold Vinyl Auto 1 of 1. I want to say I do love this insert set from 2020 Chronicles Crusade, but I know it sold in May 2023 when he was on a roll, but it seems just really high for this specific card.
Wow. Yeah. Now 2020 would be on card.
Yes,
The Crusades,
I have the gold out of 10
yeah, and they're
of this
notorious
card,
for
and it's
surface
so it's a great
problems.
card, but yeah,
But it is gold vinyl, and it is Willie B, and he'd been on a hot streak. And when did this sell? May of this year. So that,
May of this year.
you know what? I'll give credit where it's due. If that completed that sale, then shoo, love to see that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really good.
Next we got Ross Chastain
Okay.
for a $475 sale. This one I'm gonna send you a photo because I cannot believe this was the card with the all-time sale. I'll send a photo so we can put it up as well.
All right.
It's a 2019 Victory Lane, just laundry tag auto from November of last year, so probably like championship weekend. And I find it weird that this is the all-time sale for Ross Chastain.
Huh.
There's no photo attached, which is unfortunate.
That's
But it's
okay.
Victory Lane laundry tag patch auto.
All right. I mean,
So
that seems fair. I mean, that happened. That sold right after Martinsville last year, so that makes sense. Hype.
yeah.
Watermelon Man hype was
It sold
real.
the exact date it sold was November 6th. So was that like the day before the championship
That's
race,
right after championship.
or
Yeah,
the
that's
day?
that weekend. Yep.
Okay, so that's when it sold.
That makes sense. Yeah, I sold a bunch of Chastain stuff after that last year. I just had a bunch of people ask if I had it. I was like, yeah, please take it. It's been sitting here. Here you go.
Yeah,
Next one, oh, I remember when this sold.
the biggest. This is the biggest L I think on the entire list. This is the most
100%.
overpriced card I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
for we got an Austin Cindric. I'm gonna say it. We got an Austin Cindric from 2020 Chronicles, the Select Gold Vinyl Auto 1 of 1, sold in February of 2022. So I'm pretty sure this is right after he won the Daytona 500, or maybe it was right before. I don't know. But it
yep.
sold for $560. Absolutely blasphemous that this is the all-time Austin. Like this is
That's
unbelievable. Who's buying this?
I mean, that's like 1,000 Cindric cards in one. That's crazy. I mean, whoever bought it, I'm sure they love it. I mean, it's a gold vinyl. Love to see that, but that's a yeah, that's got to be right after his Daytona win, which we don't see a lot of in this side of the hobby. So I do
Like
appreciate
that
it.
reactionary is just
Yeah,
yeah.
correct. So I would say, wow, yeah, okay, yeah, L. All right, we got a real big one here. What is this next one here?
Yeah, we got a big one. So we got Haley Deegan. Her top sale is a 2018 Panini Prism white number /5
Ooh,
from February of 2022, and it's sold for $3,600.
no ink on that one either. She didn't have autos in 18, so that is a
Yeah,
white whale rookie.
no ink. The
Ungraded,
white
huh?
whale
That was
rookie. Yeah.
raw too.
Yes, it was raw.
Wow, love that. Love that. That is fantastic. That makes me happy. That's
I wonder
excessive,
what the
but I
101 will go
love
for.
it.
Yeah. Well, I, I don't know if the
Yeah.
101 will go for more than that now. The current market of her right now.
No, I think if
So.
the one of one, the black one of one from 2018 popped up, I bet it goes for that or more. I'd be shocked if it didn't, because that's like the one of one. Um,
Yeah.
you know, even over the 2020 rookie stuff, that 2018's are first. Yeah, that one I wouldn't be surprised. Now I'm not saying I'd buy it. I'd probably try to buy it, but it'll probably go above what my threshold would be.
Yeah.
It would go. It would go big. Yeah, 100%. That's incredible. And that sold in February last year. That's nutty.
Yeah.
That's a good sale for that time.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, next.
Next up, I'm gonna combo these two, the Dillon brothers.
Yep, let's see it.
Ty Dillon has a sale of $305. Austin Dillon has a sale of $338. They're both one of them. Austin Dillon's is 2016, Ty Dillon's is 2017, but they are National Treasures 101 booklets. Ty Dillon with Sunoco, Austin Dillon with the NASCAR patch. Austin Dillon sold in 2022 February for that price, and Ty Dillon's was June of 2019.
That seems reasonable. The Dillon brothers.
I think
just,
Ty's a little high,
I mean,
but Austin's.
for 2017.
I mean, it's a little high. I
Sunoco,
think Ty. Yeah.
I think you gotta look at the product, right? So you're looking at extinct products, 16, 17 NT.
Well, he might have bought it himself, to be honest.
Probably, I mean, definitely his chance. As far as collectors go in NASCAR, they're the two biggest I know. That could be a very real item, or you know, being Sunoco and NASCAR is probably your top two you could get for those guys at the time. So,
Yeah.
when did those sell? 19 and 22. So yeah, that's. I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. I mean, I've seen some Austin Dillon stuff lately going into high hundreds and the low 200s. So, that's pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty aggressive. I respect it. I respect it. Now,
Mm-hmm.
this next one, I don't know anything about this, so you're gonna have to tell me all about it.
Okay. Yeah. So, do you know? Do you know what the card is? Or
Oh yeah,
no?
oh yeah, I know
I
what it
should-
is. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah. So we have the Dale Earnhardt with the all-time NASCAR sale of $10,000 for a 1997 Pinnacle Zenith 7 Wonders, and the CSG 7 sold in July of 2022. For those who don't know, 1997 Pinnacle Zenith 7 Wonders is like the Dale Earnhardt card. It features 7 diamonds on the front of the card for his 7 championships. Just an unbelievable card. It's very low numbered. I'm gonna pull up the exact numbering just to make sure I get it right.
I
But
have no idea.
just what an incredible card. I'll look it up right now.
Yeah, there was a lady in the Nuts group on Facebook that had a raw one, claiming that she used to work for Press Pass and ran the cutting machine. That's what she did there, and she had one.
Mhm.
And she posted it up. I think initially she wanted $100,000 for it, and at the time I'm like, okay, that's aggressive, and I love the tenacity, but that's not gonna happen. I ended up offering $2,000 on it, cash, raw. So
Yeah.
I'll buy it for $2,000, because the only other one was, I believe this. It might have been this card. It was on eBay for $1 million or best offer for probably 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
So I told us
Astros is
I'll PayPal you. I'll add for
It's
the
96.
fees. I'll cover all that, the shipping, insurance, whatever it is on top, no problem. And she said, no, I want to try and trade it for a Mustang now. I'm like, okay. So I think that card warrants $10,000. As awesome and cool as it is,
Yeah.
and it's senior, so realistically, it's priceless to me. At the end of the day, not literally, but That is a short. If you're going for non-auto, super short print Dale Senior stuff, that's the card. That's the one you want to hit. So
These cards are numbered to 94.
wow, yeah. So there's probably half of them are probably in somebody's shoebox in an attic right now, and the rest probably got thrown out at some point. So there's probably less than a handful or so out there, and I'm not surprised at that sale. That is a crown jewel, no pun intended, for somebody's senior collection.
Yeah,
100%.
I agree.
How about Junior? What'd
next
you find
up,
for
we got
him?
we got Junior. We got Junior for a $2,125 sale.
Okay.
But the card surprised me. It's a 2021 National Treasures Mountain Dew 1 of 1 booklet in March of 2022.
Did it have ink?
Yeah, this was the 1 of 1 auto Mountain Dew.
His Mountain Dew stuff. Actually, here's a fun fact: his Diet Mountain Dew stuff sells even crazier. I know of a in-person transaction that sold. I want to say it went for $3,500. It was a Diet Mountain Dew dual patch booklet or something of that nature.
If that's the case, then that's the all-time sale.
I mean, that's an off record. I didn't see. I don't have as much proof for that as I do the Tony B one, but I'm pretty sure it's right around there. But yeah, the Diet Mountain Dew stuff is very, very popular. Mountain Dew, anything, Coke, all that stuff, Sunny D, that's always been popular in all the drivers. So, now here's another fun one too. Shout out Justin. I know he's got a Dale Senior, Dale Junior dual patch press pass booklet out of 5-star or showcase. It's one of the two.
Don't remind me of that. It's one of my favorite cards I've ever seen for the booklet. It's so good.
With the Wrangler suit and stuff. Very cool. I'm not going to disclose what it sold for, but he definitely he paid what it was worth for sure, and it's probably gone up in value now. One of the sickest booklets I've ever laid eyes on. It didn't even have ink in it, but you don't need ink on that. It doesn't need it.
No.
Father son horizontal booklet. It was just beautiful. I had a chance to buy it, and at the time we were in between releases, and I had pre-orders out. I could not buy it, and I'm glad that Justin scooped it because it's definitely found a great home to reside in. So there's no doubt in my mind that it is where it belongs. But that booklet is whew, it's a beauty, definitely a beauty. All right, who are we sticking with here? Who's next?
Next up, we got Chase Elliott with a $3,000 sale. So good for Chase. It's a 2016 Prism Gold base, numbered to 10.
Wow.
And a PSA 10 in January of 2022. So
okay.
This was, I believe, a golden auction. So this was not an eBay auction.
Okay. Yep.
So strong sale all around for Chase Elliott.
So that's interesting because I know recently, I think beginning of summer, late spring, the white Prism, 2016 Prism Auto sold raw for like 900 something. So that's a tremendous sale. And January 22, that's kind of like peak Chase Elliott, probably. So I would say that's pretty good. That's a solid sale. Very good, very good. And then next we got your Rookie of the Year for 2023 Cup Series, Ty Gibbs. What'd you find for him?
Yeah, card I'm actually really jealous of. So Ty Gibbs all-time sales $1,546. And it's for the 2020 Prism Gold Vinyl Auto in January of 2022.
Underpriced.
The trend you'll see is a lot of them are January, or just a lot of them are 2022 sales, like early 2022, and we'll see that as we go down. But I think this card's undervalued, which says a lot. At a $1,500 sale for Ty Gibbs, this card's undervalued.
Yeah, that card will continue to go up. That is a hell of a card. Hopefully Alicia has that. If not, whoever owns that, props to you. That stock's going to go up. Ty's going to have a great career. Love him or hate him, the kid can drive. Bit of bad luck today, but I do think next year he's going to pop off. I think he'll get a couple wins. Playoffs, who knows? But I think he'll have a really good overall season in 2024. So definitely,
I think he's
a buy. He's definitely a buy. Even with his D tier auto, it's still a buy. Still a buy. Speaking of D
And,
tier, who's next?
Todd Gilliland
Okay.
is next.
All right. Wow, that's a big boy.
And his sale. Yeah, $152 sale and 50 cents. Let me throw that on there for a 2018 Panini Prime NASCAR patch, if I can
Okay.
spell that right.
I respect
In June
it.
of 2022.
All right.
I don't think it's that bad of a sale. I think
No,
I think these
that's
I think
good.
these lower type of drivers, like this is about what I think. Maybe the all-time sale is a little low because I would think like a one-of-one Prism auto of like their base, like best card they could have would be more than that. But
Not
I mean,
Todd.
yeah.
40, 20, 30 bucks tops. Nobody buys Todd. Hell, you can open up a case of Chronicles and get 16 Todd Gilliland autos. So there's not.
Hey, he got a top 10 today.
He sure did. He sure did. Props to you, Todd. I know you'll be listening later. But yeah, NASCAR patch. That's about what I see for your average, below average driver. That's fine. I like that.
Yeah.
Next
up we got
okay. This one's sick. This one's sick.
So we got $2,303 sale of his 1987 World of Outlaws in a BGS 10.
Ooh.
So not PSA 10, a BGS 10.
Little gold label.
In May of 2021.
Like it.
The gold label.
I
yes.
respect that. That card. That is a. For those of you who don't know, you got BGS. Okay, you got an 8 with a silver, 8.5 with a silver, 9 silver, and then you go to gold label 9.5, and then you have your 10 pristine, and then your black label. 10 pristine is literally one step from the absolute best grades you can get at BGS. So, 87 Outlaw, for those of you that also don't know, they were cut by hand, it feel like, with a pair of scissors from 1842 from the Oregon Trail. So, to have a pristine 10, whew, nasty. Good sale on that.
Yeah.
That's very, very good. I like it.
I'm surprised he doesn't have another sale that's higher, but
if I was bidding on that, I would have bid to 24.24, but that's just me.
Next up, we got a big one because he's not announced yet, but it's all but confirmed. I think Noah Gragson is up. So his all-time sale, and when we go down the list, you'll see this is higher than most like drivers today.
And I can tell you why.
Is $960. Oh, is $960, and it's a 2021 National Treasures Fire Suit Auto, 1 of 1. I think it's like the one with the laundry tag, basically. Like
Yep.
This kind of stock one. And it's February of 2022 for almost a little bit shy of $1,000.
Yeah, that's because Noah's awesome. You take every single driver on the grid, okay, in the Cup Series. I can list off using less than one hand's worth of fingers drivers that interact with their fans the way Noah does, and post cool stuff, and isn't just a cut and dry, read the chalkboard or the teleprompter kind of guy. So definitely,
I know Chase Elliott's on the list for you. Most he has the best reactions to everything. Has to be.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing too, Chase Elliott for that 2016 rookie. I mean, not only is he a NASCAR Cup driver, he's also a previous X Games competitor. So. With his snowboarding. So definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
I like Noah's stuff. A lot of Noah cards I've seen sell on Facebook too for very, very high. From $750 up all day long for some jumbo patches with no ink. So very respectable.
He's a cult following.
Yeah, he does, because he's not your run of the mill driver. He's just different. And he's young and he does cool stuff. Is what it is. Oh, pardon me.
Yeah. So next up, I'm gonna try to get through a few of these guys fast because I know
I'm gonna just let you rock through the next
and we were just blowing.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, yeah, perfect. So we got Justin Haley with a 2022 Chronicles Xfinity patch, 1 of 1, from November of 2022, sold for $199. I think it's about right.
Yeah, that's.
If you have anything to add,
spot on. Nope, that's good. I like it.
Next up, we got Denny Hamlin with a banger of a card, I might say. The 2020 National Treasures Jordan 1 of 1 booklet with the Jumpman. Sold for $840 in May of 2022. I'm surprised it didn't go for higher.
Underpriced, yeah, I agree. I think I know who has that book. Underpriced. That's definitely in my book. That'd be a $12.50 plus card.
Yeah. I'll do like the next 3 to 4 quick, and we can slow down again. We got Kevin Harvick with $1,000 sale, So he broke the 4-figure mark, and his is a 2020 National Treasures Outback 101 booklet, April of 2022.
Oh, God.
There was a photo with this one. It looked sick. So just based off of the look alone, I think I'm surprised this is his highest sale. I think Kevin Harvick's always been undervalued in my
Oh,
eyes.
100%.
Like looking at what he sells
100%.
for. So I'm not surprised at this, but it should be
I
higher.
am. I'm surprised. I'm surprised Kevin Harvick has a sale over $300. I just am. I from the collecting side of things for Harvick PCs. I've had very short printed stuff. Hell, today I watched. There was a sale in a group. It was a 2020 Prism Kevin Harvick White Whale, but it was 4 of 4, so double door number.
Oh, I saw the sale too.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I saw the sale.
It was up for $60, and it had 2 offers of 40 and 50 on it, and I was about ready to just buy it out of principle, but it was in a golden grading slab, so I passed. That's just the Harvick market. He just doesn't get. Nobody puts any respect on his name. It just is what it is. And it's been a while since he's done anything big, so I'm not super surprised. But an Outback patch is dope. I could talk about Harvick market for days. Jimmy Johnson. What'd you find for Jimmy?
Yeah, shout out to my friend Ray, because he's the one who sold this card. So love when my friends make these monster sales. He sold a 2021 National Treasures the Bosch Spark Plugs 101 booklet in March of this year, and he sold it for a whopping $2,500.
Love that.
I talked to him. He said he didn't think the card is worth nearly that much, but he just sold it at the perfect time when there wasn't a lot of Jimmy Johnson 1-of-1s up.
Love it. Good on you, Ray. Congrats, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get to meet sometime. I've heard good things about you. So,
Well,
I know you got some
you would
Haleys
have
I
if you
need
came
to
to
try.
Burbank.
I know that life happened. It is what it is. You guys should come out for the
We'll get him on the
Phoenix
show.
show. You guys should come out for the Phoenix show on the 10th and 11th. That'd be awesome. Take you a little cruise out here. That'd be good. Thoughts?
Not happening for me.
Fine.
Not happening
I
for me,
understand.
but maybe
I
Ray
understand.
would be
I
down.
understand. I'll talk to Ray. We'll set it up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Next,
so Jimmy,
we got-
that's an
I'll
incredible
fly through the
sale.
next-
Yeah.
I'll fly through the next two very quickly. We got Eric Jones with a $249.95 sale of a 2019 Panini Prime Jumbo Sport Clips 1-of-1 patch in
Okay.
January of 2023 of this year.
Cool patch.
I think the sale price seems fine. Weird, interesting patch. I feel like if this was a NASCAR patch, I'd be that makes sense. Sport Clips is like it's a cool patch, but not like the NASCAR patch. So
Yeah, but primary sponsor stuff. I mean, that kind of makes. I mean, now there's like a dozen Eric Jones on eBay for less than $120. You can go pick up 10 of them right now if you want to. All prime patches.
yeah.
So definitely.
I'm debating. I'm actually debating. I'm debating buying one of them. I don't know which one. But
Send an offer, you'll probably get it accepted.
there are no offers listed. If there's no
well,
offers,
Then
Cool.
sucks to suck, nerd. What are you gonna do? What's next?
So we got Casey Kane with a monster sale for Casey Kane, I might add.
Wow.
But it was from June 2008. So it's the 2008 Stealth Battle Armor, numbered 7 of 9,
Cool.
for $632.
Wow.
So I mean, granted, this is at the height of Casey Kane driving for Evernham.
Right. Yep.
So like it makes sense at the time. Of course, now you look at this sale like, wow, like this is high. But I think at the time, like if this was a 1-of-1, they didn't do as many 1-of-1s for Press Pass. So this was a 1-of-1 in 2008 for Casey Kane. I'm like, yeah, $600. That's cool. I mean, looking back at it now, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's a crazy sale from 08, especially right before the market crash. So that's cool.
Yeah, 100%.
Brad Keselowski.
Yeah, we got Keselowski up next for a $780 sale from 2018 Panini Prime. That's going to be his Jumbo Monster Patch. 1-of-1 for March of 2022. I think this sale is about what I would expect for a Cup Series champion.
Yeah, I agree. That's pretty good. Especially monster patches always do well. That they should.
Yeah.
Next, you have
I'm just going to go to the next one.
Corey.
Corey LaJoy
Yep.
for
Is that another
$293.
Monster.
Yeah, it's going to be his 2021 National Treasures Monster booklet
That's respectable
from
for
June
him.
of 2022.
Probably a little low.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say probably more in the 350 to 4 range, but for a $300 sale on eBay or whatever it was, that's cool. I'd take that.
Yeah.
Big boy.
Next up we got a banger. We got Kyle Larson with a $1,575 sale. This is his 2021 Prism Gold Vinyl Auto 1 of 1. In January of 2022, so fresh after like a month to 2 months after he won the championship.
Yep.
And I checked, and this is his base card Gold Vinyl Auto.
Okay, cool.
So that's the photo of it. Sold for $1,500. I really want to say it's high, but
That's
Hendrick
good,
drivers Hendrick drivers like get bought a lot, so I think it is probably about in line. I mean, he's super talented. He is his own worst enemy, but I think it's fair.
His 2022 stuff is moving between 6 and 1,000 for 1 of 1s in Prism. So that is not out of. I mean, after the championship, fresh release, couple months in, that makes sense. I like it. Speaking of champions, we got the 2-time Joey Logano here. What'd you find for Joey?
So Joey Logano has a $1,000 sale. I'm shocked that this is the card that did it. It was from October of this year. And guess what? We're in October, so this was a very recent sale for the all-time Logano sale.
Wow.
And it was his 2022 National Treasure Stars and Stripes 1 of 1 in a PSA 10. I don't know how this is his all-time sale. I would imagine there has to be another Logano out there somewhere.
Could have been
maybe in a private
patch.
sale.
Could have been a sick laundry tag or a Ford patch or who knows what.
I can probably pull this photo. I can probably pull this photo up for us. Just because this one.
Well, you do that. I'm going to go over the next couple.
Yeah, go over the next few.
So next time we're going some smaller potatoes here. Michael McDowell, $350, sold in July of 22. It's a 2021 National Treasures Ford 1 of 1 booklet. Makes sense. It's our first manufacturer item, I think, of the night. For 0720 McDowell, you gotta love the guy. Oh, okay. Well, that's Logano looks cool. I mean, it's a Gem Mint 10, which on an acetate card out of NT, that's pretty good. The auto looks great. So I don't know about 1,000, but I'd love to see it. Love to see that sale.
Yeah,
that's good.
You can do the next 2 or 3. I'm tired of listening to them all.
And then we got old BJ, $73.99, a 2022 Donruss printing plate 1 of 1 from February of 23. I like BJ. I think, Team Live Fast. I love that whole group. Obviously, he hasn't had the best.
They're getting bought out. But
they're getting bought out, and he hasn't had a very good year. But he goes out there and drives, and he has a blast doing it. He does a lot of good stuff off the track. So I actually have a couple BJ rainbows. Shout out to Mr. Bellamy for hooking me up with those. Thank you, sir. Still need, I think, one more gold vinyl auto that's been on eBay for like $250 for a year. And the guy won't budge. So if you're listening to this, buddy, make me a deal. I'll buy it, and I will create a new top sale. So you have your chance to be famous and make history. Speaking of making history, John Hunter Nemechek going full-time next year. February 22 for $235.50. A 2020 NT sponsor booklet 1 of 1. Now, he was a redemption in 2020. Yeah. So this was somebody probably waited on this for a good 2 years, got it, and sold it. John Hunter stuff. It took him a while to sign. But that is a big drive. He's had a tremendous year. Probably, I would say, number 1, number 2 guy this year at Xfinity, without a doubt. Tremendous year. And he comes from a cool family. So now this next one you found, where was this eBay or what was this Richard Petty sale?
Yeah, so this one has some contention to it just because I couldn't find the sale on Card Ladder, so it may not have been paid for.
Okay.
But I'm gonna throw it in because it's clickbait, I guess. So it's a Richard Petty sale for $8,000 for a 1972 STP PSA 8 with the auto in September of 2022. Like I said, I don't know if they paid, but the sale number makes sense for the card, so I thought I should have thrown it. Said? Yeah, with the auto on it as well.
PSA
According,
DNA?
that's what the listing said. There was no photos attached.
So authenticated auto on a PSA 8, that's awesome. I bet you that's a real sale. Because, I mean, tattered up, bent, torn corner cards go for like $1,500. So, raw. So that's pretty solid. I know I've seen some PSA 5s and 6s go for in the mid 3 to 4. So that's probably real. And that is awesome. And it honestly should be probably more. Cool. Going from Richard Petty to Ryan Preece, old Iron Man.
I'm gonna send you the photo for this one because I do not know how this is his all-time sold card. I just want you to laugh when you see
it's
this
a
is what his
laundry
sold.
tag, right? So laundry tags, I like laundry tags. I typically pay a little bit more for them. Okay, that's cool. I like it. It's blue with the hollow blue platinum, cool uniform, COVID mask. I get it. I like those black, red, and white laundry tags. So, would I pay 160 for a Ryan Priest laundry tag? Probably not. But if I collected him strictly or really liked the guy, I could see that. I mean, it's a 1-on-1, right? You're only getting one mem per Chronicles box. So you're getting 16 in a case. If you're only getting 2 to 3 1-on-1s at most in a case, and it happens to be that's pretty good. I'd take that. I'd sell it for that too if somebody offered it. That's not bad at all. And that was in January of 22. Reddick, surprisingly low market on Reddick. Matt Beckham, who will hopefully
This one shocked me.
Yeah, Matt Beckham, who we'll hopefully be talking to here soon, a fellow breaker friend of mine. Big Reddick collector, knows him on a personal level, and he's been scooping up NT booklets left and right. I think he's got 6 out of the 12 now for 21 or 22.
They were sick, yeah.
And this is in the 2018 Prime Jumbo Exalta patch. Now, this is rookie year Reddick, 2018. So, June of 21 sale, 355.08, respectable. Does Reddick get the love he needs? Absolutely not. Definitely, Reddick's market is just it's low. I got rookie golds and stuff I can't get rid of. Ricky Stenhouse, little spin out. $234, 2021 Prism Spotlight Signatures Black Finite 1 of 1 in July of this year. That's incredible. That's a really good sale for a Ricky Stenhouse Jr., but it is a Black Finite, so I respect it. Coming out of a blaster box. It's 21, so it should have been a blaster, but it could have been hobby. We pulled plenty out of hobbies when we weren't supposed to. Nonetheless, 21, great product. Love Black Finite. I think that's, if you wanted it, you paid for it, awesome. Tony Stewart, $589.
It seems low, but there might be this is one of the ones where I'm sure a private sale has gone more for this.
Oh yeah. There's been some private Tony sales, but
yeah,
I would say
this is the highest public sale, which is really weird.
2010 press pass, but it is 5-star, 1 of 1 booklet from 2011. So this is a release sale. Tony Stewart, will smoke. He sells high or he sells for nothing. There's no in between with Tony Stewart. So that's good. I think that's cool. That's a good sale. That card today probably does the same or better, would be my guess.
Probably.
Mi Amigo, Daniel Suarez, $300. 2022 NT Xfinity 1 of 1 booklet from April of this year, 2023.
This book might have been my favorite one to look at. This book was disgusting.
Seems super low for Daniel. I know obviously he doesn't have 50 wins or anything crazy, but he's a good dude. He's a fellow dog dad. He's awesome, and he does a really great job of representing the sport nation worldwide. So $300 seems kind of low, especially for an Xfinity booklet. And that booklet it's an embroidered patch. That's dope. That is dope. So $300, I'd pay $300. Hell, I'd pay probably $450 plus. That's a sick booklet. I like Suarez. Amanda likes Suarez. So we have a Coca-Cola patch of his. From Chronicles.
Do you like him more than the next guy, though?
No, this is a surprisingly low sale that's coming up. This is absolutely absurd how low this sold for, but it is the man, Zachary Tinkle, $308 sale in January of 2023. I had the high bid on this card up until the last 15 minutes because I was sleeping. And I forgot to wake up at 4 a.m. to bid on it because somebody on the East Coast posted it, and it got away from me. I had the highest bid of $305 for probably 6 of the 7 days. 2022 Prism Sensational Signatures Gold Vinyl 1 of 1, and I said at the beginning, I said I'm gonna go 300 on it because nobody's gonna go that high, and I checked on. I think the day before it went up to like 240. All right, we're good. Didn't wake up. Woke up ready to pay, and boom, sold for $308, and I was furious. Surprisingly low, though. I didn't think it would go higher, but this realistically could have been in the neighborhood of anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000, realistically. So, great sale. Whoever got it, congrats to you. If you ever want to sell it, hit me up. My information's in the description below, or you can find me in our Facebook group on JW Breaks, and I'll happily write you a check. So, Zachary Tinkle, $308. Unbelievably low, but you love to see it. And then the last two.
Next one's a fun one.
Next one is
These next two are actually really...
two are super cool. I like both of these. I'm gonna let you do the last one.
Yeah, these ones are really cool.
But we got Martin Truex Jr., Dan the Man, the GOAT, his PC driver, $611 for a 2008 Press Pass. Ooh, it's a 4-wide. That probably has some Bass Pro in it. July of 2008. Probably some sick patches in that one. That one, I have no doubt, was absolutely sick. So another Press Pass release or close to release purchase, $600 plus bucks. Love to see that. And the last one on your list,
I'm surprised he's not $1,000.
I mean, realistically, back then, it could have. I mean, look at Casey Kane and the other stuff from Tony Stewart. That probably could have gone higher, to be honest.
But then again, Martin Truex Jr. He didn't do anything until like he got to Furniture Row. Really,
true.
He didn't really do a whole lot with Michael Waltrip. So
true. But he was also an 07 rookie, so who knows?
Yeah.
All right, last one. This
All
is
right,
your
I'll do
boy.
the last one.
Yeah, this is your boy.
For my boy, we got the Bubba Wallace sale for $725 in January of 2022. It was his 2016 Panini Certified Black 1 of 1. And I can confirm, well, I can't confirm anything, but I can say that I have not paid more than $725 for any card, and that's including the 2018 Black 1 of 1. So, yeah, I think it's...
It's a great sale for Bubba. I love it. I love it.
It's a great sale. I think, especially with his recent camo sale, he's had 2 really good sales.
That's good.
He's had some good sales.
Had a great year. Had a great run.
So,
he went as far as he could. I wish he would have gone further.
I think he's going to do better next year, just with the way the schedule shakes out, and he's gotten better on the road courses, so he's not going to just lose points every road course like he did this year until Watkins Glen.
Yeah.
Like when he ran 30th for like every road course race, he's not going to do that really anymore. And there's one less. Clearly, so I'm cautiously optimistic. And they're getting 2311s faster every year. I think him and Reddick are going to be in contention for more races next year anyway. So I'm optimistic for Bubba, but also Reddick as well.
Yeah, they've been putting in the work on the sim. Reddick talked about the sim work he did and everything that came with that to get ready, especially for COTA. So I expect good things from that whole team and all those guys going forward. So fun list, man. I appreciate you putting that together. That is above my pay grade. You did a tremendous list. Very fun to go through.
It was really easy. Only took me like 45 minutes.
We'll probably do another smaller version of this with some other drivers here at the after like Prime and stuff comes out. We'll give you guys a taste of what's been selling, what's different. But that is going to end. We're right at just under an hour. This was probably one of the more fun things we've. Obviously, the auto ranking was great, but this is a little bit different. So if you think your cards, I can't get that for this card, this list should solidify that there is money being spent on these higher end cards. So don't be afraid to ask for it. The worst somebody can say is absolutely not. I'm not paying that. Okay, well maybe there's a different ask for that seat. You'll find it. So don't be afraid to ask for the business. Put it out there. If it sells, awesome. If it doesn't, you'll make a deal. But this should clearly show too some of these graded cards. Also shows that there is some potential as we move forward with the popularity of slabbing recently in the racing world, especially the NASCAR side. Values can be impacted. So don't think that slabs deter. Obviously, you want to use a legitimate or a more popular grading company, not Bob's Back Alley.
Your
grading.
golden grading, Jordan.
You don't go that route because I just probably won't buy it. And if I do, I'm just not going to want to pay for it. But that's just me. If you want some info on the grading, go check out one of our last episodes. I think it was episode 2 or 3. We talked all about all the services, all the grading, everything to do with NASCAR and getting your card slabbed. So take this with a grain of salt. These are the sales we found. Do your research, but don't be afraid to ask for that money. This part of the hobby, we are the David to the Goliath, but there is potential with your cards. So with that, sir, do you have any final words for our loyal listeners?
I don't know if I have any final words. I'll tell you my most recent thought right now is I'm going to go on eBay and look for like a 2005 Goodwrench Kevin Harvick auto.
That's what you should.
Because that sounds like a card that I need to own. Because I love those 2000s Goodwrench Harvick. So that's all I got.
Should be able to pick up a Harvick for next to nothing. So love to see that. But
Yep.
thank you all again for listening. This was episode 7 of Carlo, Card High. I'm Jordan. That is Noah. We will see you guys down in the comments. And again, if you like this one, just go ahead and drop us a like, subscribe. Come hang out with us every time we post a video. And we will see you guys in the next one.